So if I take this pipes and if I create this pipe with revolve protrusion command, first I should select this front plane or front view. So once I select this front view, it will be showing the space to create this profile of this pipe. So here what we are going to do, as we have selected the revolved protrusion command, all the dimensions which are perpendicular to this axis line will be reduced by 2 times. So here it will be 25 mm and this will become M28. Okay, so this will become M28. So instead of M28, what we can call it as, uh, this is a line which is having 56, sorry, this is a circle, or this is a cylinder which is having 56 mm dimension, or diameter 50 mm, 56 mm. So here we have to create a line like this, which is having dimensions of 50 initially, which is half of 50 will be 25 mm. Okay, and we are going to draw another line like this. Okay, then the dimension of this one with respect to section will be 58 mm. Okay, 58 mm. Sorry, 56 divided by 2. That means 28 mm. Then after this, I'll be keeping this over here. Then this one, this midpoint also, the same section. Now, as I have my lines, okay, I'll be going for the fit option. Then I'll create a line over here. I'll draw till this line. Then here also, we're drawing another line over here like this. Then I'll be removing unwanted lines. I'll be removing these unwanted lines. So there are two lines, which is one is 25 mm, another one is 28 mm line, and other two lines I'm going to delete them. And after this, I'll be measuring this line, which should be coming around 65 mm. Okay, 65 mm. And I'll be using this equal command, and I'll be selecting this one with respect to the 65 mm line. And both the lines, I'm going to select them, and after that, I'll be moving them to this intersection point. So it's kept over here. Okay. Now you can join these endpoints like this. You can join these endpoints. Okay. Now you select this axis of revolution and select this line. This line, entire line we require, and only this much protrusion we require. So I'll be selecting this as axis of revolution, so that this will be revolved around this axis line. If I click on this return option, see here, line will be created like this. Okay, hollow cylinder will be created like this. This is one method. Okay, this is one method. This is one method to create this pipe. So I'll be going with this one method. You can save this like this only. You can assign the material. Then after that you can go with this material. This is one method. If you find it easy, then follow this method. If you are not finding this easy, then I'll do another, show another method. Delete them. Okay, I'll be going with this protrusion. Then here I'll be drawing two circles. From here, I'll be drawing one. Here you don't have to go with go for these calculations. You can directly go with the dimension 56, one dimension. Then second one will be 50 mm circle. Then if I click on this return option, I can get the pipe of required width. So I'll be selecting 70 mm. The pipe is created. This is another method. Okay, you can go with this second method also. Or else you can go with the third method. The third method is here you won't be creating anything. Okay, just 56 mm line will be there. And the protrusion what we created, it will be consisting entire block. It's a normal block. Then after that we'll be going with this hole option, and after that we'll be selecting this plane, and here you'll be creating a hole which is having 50 mm. So this is third method. So whichever you feel easy, that you can select. Okay, no need of only protrusion and hole only. You can go with the protrusion and hole, or you can go with the protrusion. In that you'll be creating two circles, concentric circles. That is another method. Or you go with what is that? Revolved protrusion. Go with revolved protrusion. Like there also you can create it in two methods. Create a 56 mm line, and after that create a hole, or 56 mm 50 mm lines. You'll be creating means 28 mm from the midpoint, and 25 mm from the midpoint. If you draw two lines, then those lines should be closed. Then after that you can use this. You can create this pipe. Okay. So once we create this pipe, we can go with assigning the material. But before that, we require this M56 thread. But we don't know what is the thread, or the till what extent it should be created. That we won't be knowing from the second diagram. For that, you have to refer first diagram here. That it is given because that pipe, it is kept inside this flange. So we should be knowing dimension of this one. So that dimension is how much? 18 mm. So I'll be selecting this. Okay. Then after that, I'll be selecting this outer surface. Okay. Outer surface, not the inner cylinder. I'll be selecting this outer cylinder. The face, I'm selecting it. So once I select this outer face of the cylinder, it will ask from where you want to create it. From this edge, I'm going to select it. Then after that, it will ask whether you want to create it to the cylinder extent. So we'll not be selecting to the cylinder extent. Instead of that, we'll be selecting finite value. So the finite value, it will be asking, it will be directly giving the 70 mm only. So instead of 70 mm, what we have to select here, what we have to write, we have to write, or we have to type 18 mm. So it is nothing but 12 plus 6 mm. So 12 plus 6 mm is nothing but 18 mm. So it will be coming as 18 mm. So here the entire pipe will be shown as that it is given the threading. But if we convert that into 2D diagram, we will get to know that it is having only till 18 mm. So here I have got the thread, and after that I'll be going with this view, and even the textures I'll be making it visible. Then after that I'll be going to this tools, then I'll be going to this material table. Here once again the cast iron should be selected. So already we have created that CI option. So I've created a CI that only I'm going to apply it to the model. So once it is applied to the model, then here file properties, we have to save the summary. The title should be pipe, and author you can write in your initials. Then you have saved it with the name pipe. Okay, so material is also CI and the name is also pipe, and this has to be saved now. So it should be saved in the required file. So here it will be second part. So part 2 pipe. Okay, part 2 pipe. Here into save it. So here only okay, rename it later. Anyway, so in the flange pipe, we have saved second part also. Now the thing is that you can see that the threading is throughout this pipe. But if we go to this and if we create the drawing of this part, you can see that you can see that the threading is done for only this much region, only the region where you are having your threading. Okay. So once it is sectioned, then at that time we will come to know what are the inner parts. So it is not sectioned only. Full material also it is showing that here it is. If I select this just between these two lines, it will be showing 89 only, and distance from convert this into A2 sheet first initially. Okay. Sorry, A4 sheet. So you can see that it is 18 mm, 6 plus 12, and after that, even if we measure this from this inner line to inner line, this will be 50 mm, and if we measure outer lines, it will be 56 mm. Okay, 50 and 56 and 18 mm. So this is the way to create this pipe second part. Now we'll go to third part. Okay, so we'll go to third part. I'll be selecting a new part document. So I'll be selecting this normal dot par document. Okay, from here only I'll be selecting normal dot par file. Now we'll be going to this bolt, M9 bolt, which is my step. I think instead of going to this bolt M9 and even nut, because it is requiring some chamfering also, that will be doing it in next class. I'll be going with this gasket. Okay, so we'll create this gasket. The gasket is provided in between two flanges so that they should have a proper grip, or they should be adhere to each other perfectly. So for that purpose, we'll be giving this gasket, and even to uh, it will be used as a static seal, and also it will be used for to prevent the leakage or to minimize the vibration in between two piping section. So for that, the gasket will be used, and this gasket is having 80 mm diameter, outer diameter, and 60 mm inner diameter, and the width of this gasket is 3 mm. So here you once again you can create it with three methods. Directly you can go with the reward protrusion command, 80 mm line, 60 mm line. Then after that you can do it, or else you can go with the protrusion command. Here also you can directly select this right profile plane, and after that you can directly select this circle by center, and from here you'll be creating one 80 mm circle and another circle which is 60 mm circle. Okay, so here if I return this, then it will be asking what distance you require. So I'll be selecting 3 mm, and here I'll be selecting symmetric extent. Okay, sorry, symmetric extent. So it'll be asking what distance will be requiring. So I'll be selecting this as 3 mm only. Then after that, to finish it, then this metal has to be changed. So you can see that once I select this as rubber, okay, I haven't saved it. So when there is the rubber is not there, either you can go with this phenolic material, or you can go with this polyurethane material, or you can go with this polypropylene material. So I'll be selecting this polypropylene general purpose material, or you can go with this polyethylene. Whatever material you can use, you can select them. Okay, I'll be selecting this polypropylene general purpose material. So I'll be selecting them, but the naming will be changed as rubber. And after that I'll be adding that into library, and I'll be applying to the model. So this you can select it. Okay, this is one method, or you can go with this even tools, and you can select it. The silicone also, or else this also you can use it, and even you can use this phenolic material also. or else you can go with this what is this PVC. So any material you are using, that has to be renamed as rubber only. So you have to select that, and after that you have to change it into rubber. But all of you should use only one material. Okay, which material you want to use, that you can use. Like if you are using all of you want to use PVC, then it is better you use PVC only. If you want to use silicone, then you use silicone only. Or if you want to use rubber, what is that? If you want to use phenolic material, then use phenolic material only. If you are using nylon, then use nylon only. All of you should use a single material. So I have selected it as polypropylene general purpose material. Then after that, I have converted that into rubber. Whichever you want to use, whichever material you want to use, you can use, but use the material, and entire batch should use that material only. Okay, whichever material you want to use, that material only you have to use, and after that you have to name it as rubber only. Then once it is done, then you can create, you can say this as gasket, save it as gasket. After once again, your initials. So here you will be selecting it and you will be saving this at the fifth part, which is gasket. This is the easiest part in this planet pipe joint. You can create it within 3 minutes because the width is 3 mm and this is 80 mm, this is 60 mm. Okay, the hole is 60 mm. You can create it with the protrusion also, or else you can do it in another manner. You can edit profile. Inside of this, you can delete them. Okay, then entire extrusion will be there. Then after that, you can use hole option or cutout option. Okay, I'll be using hole option. If it is in circular in nature, then hole you can change it to 16. Or else you can use cutout option also. Any method you can use, cutout option you can use, hole option you can use. Anything you want to add it, you can add it, and after that you can create the gasket. So I'll be saving it. Okay, I'll be saving this. Now, if anybody is having any doubt regarding this, you can ask me. We'll do this bolt M9 and nut. We'll be doing it in next class. If anybody is having any doubt regarding anything, you can ask me. Otherwise, you can put your attendance in the chat box. I've given me access to unmute yourself. So any doubt is there, you can ask me now only. Or else you can put your attendance in the chat box. Then after that, you can put your attendance, and after that, you can leave the meeting. Ganesh, your USN should come first. Okay. So your USN, then after that, your name should be there. The format is like that.